I've got a lot of the stage 1 components, according to the website's build instructions. Most of that's done. Like the switch, the pots, the input, the 9-volt DC throw switch there has got to come out first. It's not connected to anything, but I just put it in there for fitting. My comment on fitting is that it's really tight in this arrangement here. I bought this kit offline, but next time I think I'm gonna buy the kit again, or the components to just build this by myself completely. The case I would get, I would not have drilled in this manner, just because of how ridiculously tight everything is. I don't know if you can see that. I had to slightly tilt one of the, or a couple of the pots really, and maybe bend up the eyelets on those, on a couple of them. And the input jacks, they it's hard to see, I'll get a picture of them, but you gotta arrange them just so that the metal of those aren't grounding against the pots. It's a little ridiculous. In all honesty, when I do this again, I'll get a case and I'll put my pots long ways here, button there, throw switch, and LED arbitrarily somewhere in there. But yeah, anyway, can't wait to get this built, but that spacing's a bit cramped in there. But that being said, it's pretty much mostly wired up, and I am moving on to the printed circuit board piece of this. I just got that soldered in moments ago. So I'm going to finish this up and continue on, and we'll see how it goes. So I've got quite a bit of it, but not quite all of it nice and soldered up there and trimmed up and everything. So I'm gonna throw some more resistors, some LEDs on it, get this piece finished, and then hook her up in here and complete this project. Okay, I've got pretty much every component soldered onto the PCB. It's a series of, can't see that, never mind. But anyway, pretty good. I'm ready to marry this to the rest of this conglomeration and wire this in the LED and pop that chip in, and should have a distortion pedal pretty soon here. And here is the finished product. These are some knobs I bought. These gray ones came with the kit here, but a little tight, so I couldn't fit these cool purple ones in there, which I'm going to paint this guy purple, I've decided. But it's too bad. Maybe I'll get some purple center ones that are smaller here. That's due to the cramped working conditions in this configuration where you got the 5 pots on the top, and rather than in a sideways arrangement like I would have liked it. But that's on me. That was clearly demonstrated on the site that I bought this from. So, but anyway, is what it is. But actually, I did run into problems, as I suspected, with things being so cramped that when like some weight would be put on this corner here, it would start to ground out. So what I did, and that was grounding out due to this input jack touching, I believe, that pot, which would be the base. What else did I run into? Maybe nothing there. My finger's in the way. But either way, to protect the this from touching things that were not ground, I threw in a little strip of plastic there from just some plastic I had laying around, as well as a piece of plastic in there to prevent the input jack from grounding out on that cap, or potentiometer rather. Let's see, and now I remember the switch here is so dang close to this potentiometer leads. Even like with that bent up a bit to try to get it out of the way, I ran into the same kind of problem where a little movement here would sometimes cause some grounding issues, and you can't really see it, but there is another similar piece of plastic to there, and they're wedged into there to prevent that. And since doing so, I haven't ran into any of those issues. Also, there's the cramped spot for the battery. I suppose you could maybe squish it elsewhere, but not really. But anyway, all my complaints about the space to work in aside, the wife and kids are gone for the moment, so I'm going to run this guy through the clean channel on my Marshall half stack and demonstrate what we got. Okay, so I've got my guitar running through the clean channel of my amplifier, and that's about what it sounds like. As you can see on the pedal, it's just flip that guy on. Don't get a lot of volume out of it, which is being the volume, but so here's the diode switch. So it makes it a little beefier with that way. I prefer that. It seems like yeah, bass, mid, treble. So this is with volume cranked up and gain at about 3% or so. It starts to sound a bit nicer after about 55-60%. Yeah, definitely beefier that way. Yeah, so I like it. I like it a lot. Now, closer. Yeah, pretty good. Anyway, that's the pedal. But, I think next time, and I am going to build one, I've got components on the way, I'm going to throw onto my breadboard and kind of whip up another one. I want to fiddle with some of the components a little bit, specifically the LEDs used on the inside that you can't see, that they're used for distortion clipping. I want to mess with those a bit, and I think also the tone just a little bit. Try and maybe do some frequency scooping of a little differently, but anyway, there it is.